I am not saying that they are not good men, but maybe we just haven't met them yet, maybe, you know. Maybe one day we will, you know. But when you sit and you look at the men who are here, and even the women, it's sad because a lot of us never saw that in our parents growing up, you know. They had troubles, but they all held it down. They hid it from their children, you know. Mimi najua moments mingi sana zile father na mother walikuwa nafika kwa nyumba, wamefika karibu saa 6 usiku. Sasa hiyo ndo wameleta food tupike. But they always used to tell us, no, you will eat. Na kuna time tu hakukuwa na job, wote wawili hakuna job, mambo tu imesambaratika. But they really tried for their families. But we don't see that now, you know. So it makes you very, yani kabla uamweni umse, there's so much you have to look at. I don't know if it is a positive thing or not, you know. Kuna vitu mingi sana unaangalia. And even for that man who has grown up in that home and wants that kind of woman, there's a lot that he will look at and say, no, this is not the woman, not yet. This is not the person that, you know, I'd want to have children with or build a home with. So definitely, what my father taught me or my parents taught me has been a major influence. It should be different. Hata kama kuna mali nimemkosea, wacha niite kwa room basi tuisotuko. Watoi wetu wasiwahi kujua my mom and dad wamekosana. Because we never really know what those things, stuff like that, what those things do to children. Mimi akuna kitu, nothing gets to me more than, it gets to me when couples fight. Whether it is verbal, whether it is emotional, whether it's just physical, of course it hurts me. But it hurts me even more when children are involved. If that is what it is, me, I'm okay just being as I am. Hakuna kitu yoyote nimelack, you know. I keep telling people, like, I meet people who are so desperate, mimi nataka tu kupata mtoto, mimi nataka tu kuwa na bwana. You forget that you are complete as you are. Without a child, without a husband, God created you complete. This person who comes should be an addition, you know. You should be happy already. You should be happy already. See ati, I want a man who will make me happy. You should be happy already. You should have your own money already. You should have whatever you have already. You know, don't depend on another human who breathes like you, who has blood running in their veins just like you, who can live your world in a split second. Don't depend on this person to make you happy or to create wealth for you. You know, I keep telling people that. Nothing gets away from you just because you don't have a child. Yeah. It's not a sin not to have a child. It's not a sin not to have a wife or a husband or not to be somebody's wife or husband. So that you stay in an abusive environment because, now you know now I'm the wife or I'm the husband. Don't.
Yes.
Don't. You only have this one life to live. Good. You only have this one life to live. You know, hakuna mtu ameenda binguni akarudi akatuambia, we manze nimeenda heaven. Nimeenda nikapata iko hivi na hivi na hivi. Hakuna.
Nobody.
So make your heaven here or your hell here.
Yes.
That is what it is. Mi hata sijui kana nataka kwenda heaven. Mi labda Mungu aongezeka diet. Juu tena asali tu na maziwa manze. Mi nataka tu God aseme, hata nimeongeza kwa menu kutakuwa mpaka tena kuku ya kienyeji. Hatutaki siku moja ati umelala hapo kwako kasanduku. Tunasema man, this woman, she was so unhappy. You know, hazi yake tu amekuwa kimuabuse. This and this. Then what is there to say? There's nothing as beautiful as saying, this woman has lived her life. Kama kuna mtu amefurahia maisha, ni huyu mwenye amelala hapa. First of all, I don't call myself a single mother because my son's father is in his life completely. Completely, you know. My son even visits wherever he is, you know. They are such good friends. So I will never call myself a single mother.
Yeah.
You know. It took time before the co-parenting became as smooth as it is, and that's all right. That takes time because you are angry, he is angry. There's a lot that's going on, you know. It is life, but when you guys get it right, and I'm glad that we have, it runs really smoothly, you know. It runs really smoothly. He can even call me na tupige tu story. Anzeni aje, mko poa? How is everything? Everything is fine, you know. Yeah. So it has gotten to that point. But for me, what I know for sure is, don't stay in a place where your heart isn't. Whether it is a toxic relationship or whether there's just something that doesn't feel right, don't. Look at it and ask yourself, is it worth fighting for? If it isn't, step. Yeah, if it is worth it, then you stay there and fight for it, you know. But it is upon you to decide, is it worth it? Is it worth it? And you will know when it is, you know. The heart and your instincts and your intuition never lie. Always follow that. I think we sat and realized that the most important thing or person in this equation is the child. And there's no way this child will have a healthy life if these two parents are always at loggerheads, you know. Because a child can know, a child will tell. You know, children are very innocent. So, baba yake akipiga simu, mama, talk to baba. Yes. Then you're always like, no, just finish. The child will wonder and say, something is off here. But when you guys are not together, you know, as a couple, but you guys are friends and you guys are raising a child together, the child is actually fine. The child is actually fine. You know, that is the thing that we don't get. That when you guys are co-parenting in a healthy environment, the child knows. Because hata atasikia unacheka na budake mkipiga story. So the child will know, mom and dad are not together, but they are together for me. They are raising me, you know. Even when he does something and I tell him, you know what, I'm going to tell your dad. Then he knows, oh no, trouble. I'm going to get into trouble, you know. Yeah. And even when his dad calls, his dad will ask, hey, you want to do this and this and this? Have you asked mama? So then this child knows that there's nothing I can do that my father will not know about. And there's nothing that I will do when I'm in my father's house that my mother will not know about. There's nothing as healthy as that. What we forget is we put our feelings ahead of what is most important, which is the child. And that's why you find people throwing shade at each other, even on social media. You're hurting your child. So then what is it all for? Wakati responsibility kubwa sana ile Mungu amekupatia. Kama wewe ni mama, hakuna responsibility kubwa kushinda hiyo, that I am a mother. I am responsible for this child that God has blessed me with. The best I can do is to try and guide this child in the right way, is to raise him right. My child is fine. Yuko poa, anafurahia, you know. Wakati yuko kwa budake, wakati yuko na mimi, he's okay. And he's happy being with both. He's getting the best of both worlds. Yes. So he's happy. I make it a point and I make it very intentional to always remind myself who I am to me. It's not really who I am to people. You have to look at yourself and ask yourself, what do I think about me? You know, you have to do that because it breaks you down. It breaks you down, the things that people would say about you. And it actually makes you wonder, where is the humanness? Where is humanity? You know,